Alright, so this trip is for sure up there with the best experience of my life. Like, I'm talking better than the time we skated on a frozen lake in the mountains, and definitely better than the time we attached a sled to the back of a moving car. Needless to say, this intro has got to be epic, so I'm just gonna rip off Star Wars. A long time ago in a galaxy far away, your boy somehow managed to get from here, Canada, all the way to here. I checked all the travel advisories online, and yeah, everything seems super legit and super safe, so why not, right?
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Right about now is probably a pretty good time to ask, Ryan, what the flip were you doing in Iraq? This may be a bit of a shocker, but your boy is actually half Iraqi, so I was there visiting family, but I can't go any further without a quick Iraqi geography lesson. The country has a divide between the Arab and Kurdish provinces. I was in Iraqi Kurdistan, the 3 northeast provinces of Iraq that make up its own autonomous region. Even though my family are Arab from Baghdad, things are much more stable in the north, away from the political tensions of the capital. Also, in Iraqi Kurdistan, certain countries are able to get a visa on arrival at the border, whereas the process of getting a visa in the southern region is much more lengthy. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about beautiful Kurdistan. Rock and roll, buddy. You cannot tell me this scenery is not absolutely crazy. Driving through the countryside, I just couldn't help but think, dang, this place is really unlike anywhere I have ever been before. I'm telling you, something about this land just seems so different. The way the clouds fall in the sky, the rolling hills, and the super tall mountains just seems like the setting of a fairy tale. But anyways, one of the first stops on the trip was the mountain town of Ahmed. This town is so crazy because it lies right on the side of a mountain where you literally have to trek up like a few kilometers to even get there. And the whole town is basically this winding pathway that goes all the way up to the top of this huge waterfall. You'll definitely be able to tell from the tone of my voice in these videos just how exciting it was to be there. So yeah, here's where the alleyway leads to. It's a side path that goes straight into the river. We're climbing up these super cool looking stairs now. It keeps going higher and higher up the mountain. So back there is one of the main roads of the town, and it leads onto this bridge that overlooks this waterfall river flowing all the way from the top of the mountain. And back there you can see this waterfall all the way from the top. And then we ran into these guys who were just as excited to be there as we were, so we all took a picture. Good. Yeah, this is the most surreal place. We're literally walking down the side of a mountain, and there's rivers and bridges passing over them everywhere. And along the path there's all kinds of shops. It's like this little market, and it leads all the way up the mountain to this crazy view of that huge waterfall we just saw. This is one of the most crazy places I've seen in my life. Hey. Thank you, Hussam, my mom's cousin. Beautiful place.
Now, here comes the music. Boom, 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 boom. I'll shoot you right down.
This is a mountain range along the Iran-Iraq border. Wow, this is insane. That is the sidewalk for the people that live in these houses. Definitely not a city layout that I'm used to, but this is a really, really cool part of the world to see right now. So here's the masjid for this area. That is so beautiful. Real quickly before I wrap up this video, I'll just show off the Rvl Citadel, which is like this really ancient citadel right in the middle of Rvl, the capital city of Iraqi Kurdistan. According to some sources, it's the oldest continuously inhabited human settlement in the world, dating back approximately 8,000 years. Now, unfortunately, I didn't take too many videos while I was there, and the ones I did take were pretty shaky, but it's still cool nonetheless to think that some of these buildings are thousands and thousands of years old. Now here we're in the Rvl Citadel. At the center of the city in Rvl, there's this big citadel. It's this big ancient city in the middle of the modern city of Rvl. Historically, apparently people have been living here for 8,000 years, so all these buildings are thousands and thousands of years old. Really cool to be here. This is a super historical site. We're here now in the Rvl Citadel in the Kurdish Textile Museum. I'm with my auntie. Say hi. Really cool museum about all the fabrics around the Citadel. Basically, in a nutshell, Iraq has got to be the most amazing country I've ever been able to visit, not only because of my Iraqi heritage, but also because of how rich in history the country is. I mean, this place is called the cradle of civilization, for crying out loud. This is where it all started. Now, obviously, this country's been plagued with conflict in recent history, but I just hate to see this place get written off as just a war-ridden country, because there's so much more to it than what meets the eye. But I know firsthand the strength and tenacity of Iraqis, both Arabs and Kurds, and there's no doubt in my mind that Iraq and Kurdistan are blessed nations. Of course, feel free to let me know in the comments your take on everything going on in this great big world of ours. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really goes a long way. And beyond that, thank you so much for watching. Hello. Whoa.